Hey guys, Maxwell Ventura, realtor with the Discher Group, and today I want to talk about some statistics that you should know. I've been doing a lot of research recently on the stock market and its history, and I thought there were some really good nuggets to pull out that would be of some value to everybody, and especially since we've seen a lot of volatility lately in the market and everything that's going on with the pandemic. I thought would this be of some great value. So first, what's the difference between a correction and a crash? A correction is when the stock market dips in between 10 and 20%. Now, the US since the 1900s has actually experienced a correction on average once every single year, okay? Now the average correction actually dips 14%, and the average length of time of a correction is 56 days, so just under 2 months. Now, what's a crash? A crash is when the stock market dips at least 20% or more. And over the last 50 years, the US has experienced a crash every 3 to 5 years. But if you take that a little bit more recently, over the last 30 years, the US has seen a crash every 5 years. So it's broadened out a little bit. Now, the average length of time of a crash is 1 entire year. Now, this is why this is the greatest opportunity right now to get from where you are in your life to where you want to be, and here's the reason why. Over the last 200 years of the US's history, every single crash or bear market has led to a bull market, the exact opposite, where everything soars. Every single bear has led to a bull, remember that. So there's a great Warren Buffett quote, "I want to be greedy when everyone else is being afraid." So if you listen to all the gurus, diversification is where you want to be. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. And so with that being said, one last point that I want to touch on is timing. Timing the market. You've all heard it before. You don't time the market, you can't do it. You can only do it for so long until you can't do it. Okay? So over the last 20 years, let me paint this picture for you. Over the last 20 years, the annual rate of return of the S&P 500 has been 8.2%. Okay, that means that you'll double your money if you use the rule of 72 approximately every 9 years. Okay? Now, over the last 20 years, if you were to have missed just the top 10 trading days over the last 20 years, that 8.2% annual return would have dropped all the way down to 4.5%. And I'll take it one step further. If you would have missed the top 20 days over the last 20 years, the top 20 trading days, your annual rate of return would drop all the way down to around 2%. So that's why we say, guys, don't try to time the market. Remember, you only lose when you sell. It's the same in stocks, it's the same in real estate. Okay, so with that being said, there's 4 things now that I want you to really keep in mind. Credit, cash, income, and property. Okay, where's your credit right now during these times? What is one thing that you can do to reduce the amount of debt that you have? 2 is cash. How much cash do you have on hand? What's your mindset around cash? How frugal are you being? 3, income. I know a lot of you, your income has changed, some for the worse and some for the better. And then some of you are staying in the same boat and really your work hasn't changed all that much, okay? And lastly is property. Is now a good time to start looking at property? Or if you're affected by this, are you gonna be looking 6 to 12 months from now? Keep in mind what the rates are doing right now. They're low, but there's also some volatility there. And just recently, we've seen that some of the major banks are now tightening their guidelines. I just mentioned this a few weeks ago, tightening their guidelines for mortgage qualification. So I hope this information was of value to you guys. That was the point. And if you'd like to discuss with my team your financial position, your real estate goals for the future, whether it be now, whether it be a year from now, that's what we're here for. So thanks for listening, guys, and have a